So we got another layer of insulation in, which is actually for thermal insulation, but also for sound isolation, so that we have less sound inside the house from outside. So that should definitely help. So these are 2 layers of insulation packed on top of each other to get the best result.
KWF, tegen kanker, voor het leven. En we gaan nog even door met de super...
Dat is korrelmix. Alright, so we got our utilities cabinet filled. So we now have power, we do have gas, and we have a water connection. So that's great. The next thing we need for this is to have our power hooked up and our water hooked up, so we can actually use these things. As at this moment it's just wires coming out with 3 phase, so that's brilliant. It just needs to be wired up, and I'm not allowed to make that part because it has to be certified. For the water, I don't really need the water at this moment, so it's fine like that. We're first gonna finish everything so that we can hook up everything, and then we're gonna put water on it. So perfect. So I bought the first load of insulation, and this was actually a trailer for the car full, because 10 of these packs, it's quite a volume, and we need 2 more trailers just for the roof. So I'm gonna add a lot of insulation, but this should also save us a lot of heating in the winter. So I definitely hope that's gonna help to keep this house nice and warm during the cold winter months. So now let's take a look at how we can install this. So we put up some temporary flooring on the attic, as we do have to insulate the roof, and I prefer to walk safely across the attic to insulate it. So now we have it kind of safe. You still have to watch where you're going, but at least if you fall flat for some reason, you're not gonna fall through, and especially not where the stairway from completely downstairs is, as that would be a long and painful fall. So this should make it a lot safer, and later on we can also use these plates which we put up here now to make the flooring of the attic. The first thing we have to do next is to sweep everything, as this whole attic and the top floor, and the first floor of the house is completely covered in dust, as we did so many breaking work up here. So we just have to get that done and then get the insulation in. So that is the steps we have to do. And we're gonna add 2 times 9 centimeters of insulation, which totals 18 centimeters, and we probably choose for stone wool, as that's the best insulating and sound insulating insulation. I know there's a lot of materials which insulate against cold better, but we also prefer it if we cover it from noise from the outside. In the end, it's the bedroom, and you don't want to have a lot of noise from outside in your bedroom. So sound insulation is just as important as temperature insulation.
De politie doet verder geen onderzoek naar het incident met 2 honden gisteravond in Rotterdam. Een man overleed toen hij thuis werd aangevallen. Later bleek dat die honden met elkaar in gevecht waren en de man probeerde ze uit elkaar te halen. Uiteindelijk kwam de politie erbij, maar hulp kwam voor de man te laat. Ook de honden zijn omgekomen. En het is helemaal vol in Zandvoort. Tienduizenden fans tellen af. Straks is daar de Formule 1 race. Max Verstappen begint vanaf plek 3. De vraag is, kan hij een podiumplek behalen tussen alle oranje stroken? Er zijn in ieder geval veel, vooral het westen, af en toe ook een zonnetje. Het wordt vandaag maximaal 22 graden.
So we did insulate the attic today, and as you can hear, we already lost a lot of echo here, as it sounds really nice and dull, so that's perfect for insulation. And we pushed in 15 packs of insulation of 90 millimeters, so in total we put it twice, so that's 180 millimeters of insulation. We put it twice because the gaps, they overlap. That way we never have airflow coming through, and that's giving us the best insulation possible. So 180 millimeters around the roof, that's a thick layer of insulation, and 15 packs, that's a lot. So this is a really nice attic for the future, and it's definitely gonna keep a lot of heat in. So now it's about insulating the first floor, which we also need to insulate. So this is gonna cost a lot of insulation material, but it's also gonna save us a lot of heating cost. So sounds perfect to me. It's a lot of work to push it in, but it's giving good sound insulation, but also thermal insulation. So that's perfect. And we chose for rock wool sono base because that's material which has a good soundproofing and a good thermal proofing. You can also put pear in, but that's less fire safe and doesn't insulate for sound. This is completely fire safe because this stuff just doesn't burn. Alright, so we got the roof here also insulated with pear now. I still need to put expansion foam in here. Then it's filled up completely and insulated perfectly. But for so far, these panels are in. I still need to make the side panels, but I have to make them from another thickness, as 10 centimeters will be too thick. So I need to put 8 centimeters there so my wall doesn't come in too far. Otherwise the room is getting narrower, and that's something that I don't want at these spots. So far this is looking really good. We also insulated all the rooms now, so the complete ceiling of all the rooms is insulated. So this should really keep the heat in during the winters, and I think it's already starting to look nice this way. As you can think, we're gonna put the ceiling against this, so it will start to look really nice soon.
September werken we aan de tweede koeltunnel in de A10 bij Amsterdam.
Nog wel netjes nemen, hè?
Zeker. Benieuwd. Beetje door nog terug.
Ja. Als je water past dan op. Draaien. Jo.
Today we installed all the pipework for the bathroom, so that way we are ready to pour concrete in the bathroom, and we need a concrete floor to put tiles in the bathroom, so this all makes it ready to pour the concrete in and gets it one step further again. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to like, share and subscribe, and stay tuned for the next video, as we got a lot more to do on our house build.